I'm Tony Sklar with bnetTV. We are here at the Broadband World Forum in Amsterdam for 2012. I'm speaking with Mr. Benjamin Sarda from Orange. How are you today, sir?
Hello, Tony. I'm fine, thanks.
Excellent. Are you enjoying the conference so far?
Yeah, it's great. Many people, many ideas. Great.
So this conference grown in size from last year for sure. It's gotten some great press coverage and it's gotten some great news coverage as well because it is a hot topic. All about getting a lot of pipe to the home and to the business is going to make the world run more efficiently. But for all of the bnetTV viewers, why don't you give us a brief overview of where you fit within Orange and what you're doing here at the conference?
Okay, so I work within Orange on marketing side. I work inside Orange Healthcare, and basically what we do is we provide healthcare ecosystem with IT solution, telco solution for joining up healthcare. Today I will be speaking about digital home and how new technologies are making this digital home a new place for healthcare.
So healthcare is one of my favorite areas to talk about because it's emerging in general, but it's taken off very fast over the last few years, and there's been a lot of growth within that sector, and it's important because there's a lot of new innovation in the home healthcare arena, but it'll dramatically reduce costs, increase efficiency and life expectancy, but there's a lot of hurdles to get over and challenges. What are some of those?
Yeah, I think there are basically four challenges. The first one is economics, because we'll need to find new business model, and most of the time reimbursement scheme doesn't include rates of reimbursement. Second challenges are about regulation, of course. Regulation because today some countries have regulation for personal medical data, but between countries the rules are different. So when you're a big healthcare player, you need to cope with different regulation. It's real pain. The third challenge will be about complexity of the value chain. It takes a lot of different people to have an entire e-health value chains, from device manufacturers, software, healthcare players, and obviously telco players. And today we cope with that challenge by having strong alliance, strong partnership with all these different players. And the last one is something from the healthcare world. We have really a large amount of data for patients. And most of the time, physicians don't really need so much data. And well, since it's a new way to handle patients and to produce health, they might need to change a little bit the way they work. And we need to work with them on that.
So what is a good business model then? That's a tough question.
No, actually, it's kind of an easy question. Take the example of device manufacturer. Years ago, they had a device, they sell it, and you get reimbursement one shot. When it's a connected device, it's not a one-shot services you're selling. It's something like that will follow the patient each month, each day. And so you need to set up a new reimbursement scheme where you pay for a service on a monthly basis, for example. And well, it's happening. More and more insurance players agree to pay for this kind of services. So this is a good business model.
So this is a good business model, and I guess from being under the age of 70 and not having the ailments that a home health care worker would normally have to look after an aged patient with issues, I can understand, and being a technologist, I can understand the uses of it and how important it is. But it's going to take a little while to get these devices into the market space and into the home, and then get the elder people used to using them.
Yeah, it's strange because you're talking about the elderly, but actually e-health is much more about the patient in general than just the elderly.
Okay.
I think that the elderly is just 1/3 of the e-health digital activity. The first one is patient empowerment. People are buying WeBalance to do WeFit. This is kind of healthcare. They are buying jawbone bracelets to monitor themselves while they're running. They're buying communicating scales. These stuffs have nothing to do with assisted living. Second category, which is completely different from assisted living, is what are we going to do with chronic disease remote management? I mean, everywhere in the world, chronic diseases are booming, and we need to find a way to...
You make it sound like a business. Chronic disease is booming.
No, it's a pharma business, not telco business. But well, since there are more and more chronic diseases around the world, we need to find a way to take care of these patients. We can't take half the people in the world and put them inside the hospital. Just stay there, we will look after you. We need to manage them when they are at home. And well, chronic disease, it's sadly not something that concerns only the elderly. I mean, there are young diabetes patients.
Diabetes is a great example because it does have this huge range of age, and there are a lot of medical devices that have come to market in the last 18 to 24 months that are technologically home-connected style devices, and in the car as well.
In the car and in many different business, that is interesting because the fact that we have many different devices. Actually, I think it's pretty easy to have many different devices. What is quite difficult is to have these devices communicating with, for example, an hospital information system or something like this. And, well, to have all the norms and standards to do so, well, it can take a while. And I think that the news is more and more telcos, Orange Healthcare including, we are working on that standardization process. And from Orange Healthcare side, we are from last July, we are now board member of the Continua Health Alliance because we believe that the next challenge, technical challenge, is to have all this digital ecosystem ready to use.
Is there within Orange, do your different departments speak to each other on a consistent basis? So when you're talking about policy and management and getting healthcare systems to work in the connected home, that you're also speaking with your other divisions to make sure that one is not being left out?
Yeah, of course. Actually, the people that are working on the standards and the norms are not part of Orange Healthcare. They are part of Orange, and we work with them in order to be sure that it's coherent for Orange as a whole.
And my final question to you, Benjamin, is why is it important to be here at Broadband World Forum?
Well, everybody is talking about digital home. And when the telco guy is talking about digital home, it's always about home automation, cloud services, smart grids. I think healthcare trends are shaping the world, and we need to, well, anticipate what telcos will have to do in a couple of years to be ready.
Do you think it's going to take a couple of years before that deployment has standards and practices that are authorized by certain governmental or jurisdictional bodies?
Yeah, a couple of years. I hope a little less.
Okay, I agree with you as well. Benjamin, listen, thank you for taking the opportunity to speak with us. I hope we get a chance for an update again in the future.
It was a pleasure. Thank you, Tony.
I've been speaking with Mr. Benjamin Sarda from Orange here at the Broadband World Forum in Amsterdam for 2012, and I'm Tony Sklar with bnetTV.